But then if you want to have the best of both worlds, like Carl said, you'd need to read the fine print.
Yeah.
Just so that you're both on the safe side.
I call it rage fuel. Na parang, sige, sabihin mo sa akin na hindi ko kaya.
Right.
I'll prove you wrong.
Tell me what I can't do, I'll do it
Diba?
twice.
Don't tell me what to do.
That was not in my roadmap. It wasn't even in my roadmap to be a content creator. It only sank in. It only hit me when people started messaging me also that, hey, your videos actually save me. Your videos actually give me inspiration. Your videos, etc., like that.
Clutch moments ba ang usapan? Whether it's on the court or in the game of life, hihimayin natin yan. Kasama sina Eruption at si Denise. Tara at pag-usapan ang mga make or break stories dito lang sa Clutch Talks. Powered by SportsPlus. Easy lang.
Okay, in today's episode of Clutch Talks, Eric and I will be talking to a few influencer friends that we'll get to know more.
Something different this time.
Something different. They have their own niche and audiences and certain videos that they would like to talk about. Pero before we actually introduce them, I want to also ask this question. No? Kasi ito yung laging tinatanong ng mga tao online ngayon. How do influencers actually stay true to themselves while making their content? How do they please the audience while being true to themselves?
I'm sure they'll say the same thing. It's a very tough thing to do. But depending on what they have to promote as an influencer, right? What they have to influence. But we can find out more with our guests today.
Yes. Joining us today we have Karl Bautista, who is an architect, an artist, and an athlete. And we also have Paco Berba, who is a lifestyle and travel content creator.
Something that I want to get into. But yes, welcome guys to
Hi,
Clutch.
guys. Thank you so much for having us.
Malakpak naman
Clutch
kayo.
Talks, yeah. Clutch
Ayan.
Talks.
Dami-dami natin dito
I love that.
Okay, so ang dami kong sinabi sa intro ko. Maybe you can simplify it for us. Carl, you can go first.
Yeah, hi guys. Thanks for having me. So I'm Karl Bautista. My online tag is Karl Bau. So I'm an architect. I've been an architect for around 8 years now. But I've always been an athlete since I was high school. And I do art on the side. So art varies from content creation is kind of an art. I also do welding and carpentry for fun as a hobby. So.
Babalikan ko yan.
And carpentry. Well, yeah.
What about, Paco, please.
Hi guys. So really, thank you so much for having me. My name is Paco. I just recently graduated actually from the university and I took up industrial engineering. And I guess I've also been an athlete my entire life. My main sport was football. I got into running, swimming, somewhat trying to get into biking as well, just to be able to do a triathlon. And I guess one of the things that really got me into content creation was that I love speaking. I love thinking. Parang, mahilig kasi talaga ako mag-isip ng mga iba't ibang bagay. Mga random thoughts lang talaga. And doon talaga siya nag-stem. Tapos, nagsimula lang siya na started talking and then people started liking it. And yeah, I guess now that I'm here and thank you so much for having me.
Baka pwede kayong architect, engineer.
Gagawa na
Meron na tayong dyan. But okay, we posted a question a while ago. How do you guys stay true to yourselves? Kasi syempre you have different professions and then you have to cater to your audiences.
Yeah, so I guess for me, the main thing is as content creators, I think we've been asked this a couple of times already. And I would always say the same thing. Like when I do content, I always have to remember like my why I'm doing this. And yes, I'm doing it for an audience, but I'm also doing it for myself. Whenever I look at my profile, I always want to say, oh, yes, I'm proud of the things I've done. I like the things that I'm posting. So it's remembering my why and sticking to my principles also.
Yeah, that's really true actually. And I guess yung question na tinatanong ko sa sarili ko is para kanino ko siya ginagawa. As in, kasi pag tinatanong ko sa sarili ko, tapos biglang sasabihin ko, ginagawa ko siya para sa mga tao or ginagawa ko siya para dito. Pero hindi naman siya nagme-make sense sa akin. Parang hindi ko siya gagawin and all that stuff. And I would say that that's really important. And so to the question na, how do you maintain your true person in making content? It's more of a question of how can you make content for yourself and then eventually people will resonate with you. Kasi I would say that's the most important thing. And one of the things that we need to realize is that you don't need to please everyone. And realistically,
That's
in the
true.
content space or in real life, di mo talaga mapapatuwa lahat ng tao. May mga ibang tao talaga na may masasabi and all that stuff. So at the end of the day, it's just better to make content that resonates with you, speak your thoughts, be honest with yourself, and then eventually people who resonate with you
Yeah.
will eventually come nearer to you.
I think to add to that, sorry, like there are some content that you won't be able to avoid to make, like it's trending, so you'd want to hop in, but you also want to stick to the ones that are authentic to you. Like it's odd to do something that's different because you'll notice na parang that's parang hindi yun siya. Parang it's
Yeah.
like you're faking it. Like
Yes.
people will know when you're faking it kasi, or parang hindi siya masayang panoorin pag fake yung pinapanood. Parang, if I make sense.
Oh.
What I mean? Parang
Okay. I understand everything that you guys are saying. Pero natakot ba kayo? Because that's a legit fear sometimes.
Mhm,
Yeah, you're doing it for yourself. Yeah, you're happy shooting it. You're happy sharing your info. But at the end of the day, there will be some people who would just talk smack just to talk smack.
For sure. Like, being, I guess, in this content space, we're already putting ourselves out there as public,
Yes.
I guess, public figures, if we would say. And like a part of our lives will be publicized, and we are putting our, like, unlike mga artista, no, parang their lives can be separate from private, but then their face is public. Gets mo? Kami kasi, ito na yung buhay namin eh. So we will be scrutinized with our lifestyle. And as Paco mentioned, you really can't please everybody. Like there will be other people who will hate. But yan talaga.
Yeah. And I would say that, nothing in life naman comes free. And so, parang masasabi ng mga ibang tao, diba? Say, for example, like a day job, you need to go to the office, you need to be able to please your boss. Content creation, you don't really have an office. But at that kind of thing, it comes at the expense of potential public scrutiny and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
it just comes with it. So basically, sinasabi namin, hindi siya talaga madali in a sense. So if you're the type of person na pag may sinabing masama yung isang tao tungkol sa'yo, tansya mo hindi mo makakaya, then maybe it's not for you because it's not necessarily for everyone. That's not a bad thing, diba?
Yeah.
And so,
Especially nowadays.
Exactly.
One little comment can ruin your whole day.
For
yes,
sure.
And
yes.
it could also ruin your state of mind,
Mhm.
your how you're feeling.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, maramdaman mo ulit talaga yung sinasabi niya.
Yeah.
At damdamin mo.
Yes.
And my advice to those that are going through that is just try not to take everything
Exactly.
literal or serious on what they say. Remember, they don't know who you are.
Exactly.
They don't know what
Yeah.
you stand for or what your values are. So, I mean, I'm speaking of this because it happens to me a lot. You know what I mean? As me being out there started as an athlete to becoming a celebrity, and then from celebrity becoming a content creator and a streamer and all that sort of stuff. I get it all the time, but
Right.
I always just picture in my mind like, di nila ako kilala talaga.
Correct.
Yung kung
Exactly.
sino talaga yung Eruption. But yeah, it's what they perceive.
Exactly.
But, hey, that's their opinion. Everyone is entitled to it.
Yeah.
What do you guys do when you see negative comments?
Okay, so it's funny kasi parang recently I received one. But it's not so bad. Parang
Okay.
I posted a photo of myself na parang I was really feeling parang, medyo cute ako dito, I'll post it.
Oh,
Ganyan.
why not?
So I was like, okay, I'm cute there. Tapos parang may mga isang comment na parang, ay parang hindi naman siya cute. And I was like, medyo nainis ako doon.
Wait lang. Did you actually say, I feel cute?
No, okay, basta the post was like, do you want to have coffee? Parang ganon. Tapos a post of me like drinking coffee. Tapos may nag-retweet, parang no thanks. And I was like, that's so annoying. But then like, ang daming mga iba na
Yeah.
really good comments naman. Na really nice. So, it's like, the bad comments are usually like so much less than the good ones.
Mhm.
No? So parang, wag ka mag-focus sa
It's the bad
isang
one.
yun.
Mm.
Kasi you have so much other people who support you and who love you, diba? And
Mhm.
like, again, in the real world, there are people who like me for me talaga.
Sana rin i-tweet mo ulit, di ka imbitado.
Correct. Di ba para sa'yo itong kape?
Hindi para sa'yo tong post na
Hindi
to.
para sa'yo to.
What about you, Pap?
Ako naman, may sinabi kasi sa akin yung nanay ko na parang sabi niya, Paco, in the real world, you need to learn how to choose your battles. And at the end of the day, there are so many things that are happening. There are so many things that you can't control and that you can control. And so, parang naging mindset ko dun is that what matters in life is not necessarily the things that you can't control, but rather what you do of the things that you can.
Mhm.
And so say, for example, someone makes a negative comment, you can now take it whether it will ruin your day for months, for days, for hours, so on and so forth. Or you could just take it in, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And then if it's something that's actually negative for you to improve on, then you improve on it. If it's something that you can't change within the next 10 seconds, then think about it for 10 seconds. And then after, if you don't think that it deserves your attention that much, leave it and then proceed out with your day.
Oh, you guys should see my block list. You know,
I
okay,
get that.
when I was younger,
Yeah.
sabi kasi nila na parang, oh, duwag to, hindi makakuha ng negative comments, whatever. Kasi before, I really would just, especially when I was new in the media industry, syempre parang you're from an athlete to commentating on other athletes na parang, ba't sinasabi mo yan? Ikaw nga, hindi mo magawa yan. But you're just calling it as it is,
Yeah,
di ba?
yeah,
Yes.
So before, sige, hayaan ko lang. Yeah, I can take it. Which is true. I could actually take it at that time. But also, hindi mo naman maaalis na mako-conscious ka.
Yes.
Tapos nang dulo sabi ko, ay naku, hindi ko kayo kailangan. Block.
Exactly.
Bahala kayo. Parang,
Don't
kasi-
need this energy.
Diba?
Not for me.
No, kasi sometimes you're conscious na parang, oh, if I block too much, parang di sobra na yung following ko. Whatever. Like,
Correct.
sorry, I appreciate everyone and I'm sure everyone here appreciates everyone who follows us and supports us. Pero it comes to a point na parang, block.
Yeah.
So,
I like,
pwede ka mag-scroll sa
right?
blacklist.
Blacklist. There is some that come in and give you good criticism.
Yes.
And some of it, that, hey, this is positive. Actually, I can
Yeah.
take this in and say, maybe actually it might be good in that view.
Yeah.
But then, you know where to draw the line.
I
Yung
know,
talagang
exactly.
sobrang below
Oo nga eh.
the belt, right?
Yeah.
And those are the ones that you, like, it's unnecessary.
Parang may mga ibang post na ako na parang, even for me, I'm like, should I post this? Baka it's a bit, let's say, medyo red flag. But I posted anyway. And then may mga magko-comment na parang, maybe you shouldn't have posted that. Maybe you could have said it this way. Yung mga ganong how people would comment.
Yep.
And especially my real friends would be like, Karl, parang, you shouldn't have posted that. You know, you'll take it in. Okay, sige.
Did you end up deleting that or did you keep it?
There was some that I had to delete kasi grabe din yung hate that came from it. And I was like, okay, this is too much hate. It's affecting me mentally na I'll delete it. I hope to move on from this.
Not
Yeah.
worth keeping the
Yeah, yeah,
post.
no.
It's not worth keeping naman. Actually,
So-
there was an article that got published. Na
That's
parang,
why.
it wasn't about me, but it was about the cancel culture in general. Na parang people are entitled to their opinions, but when is it drawing the line to
Yeah.
cancel culture? Diba? Parang ganun. So it's
No, you know what?
crazy out there.
Ganun talaga eh. I don't want
Yeah.
to say it's always Pinoy, but it happens all around the world.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
always
it happens
going to be
all around the
that culture where they'll just like bam, bam,
They
bam.
Yeah.
this and
feel
bam,
the
that.
need to say something all the time.
And there they are, just like chilling, just like
no, exactly.
messaging-
They're
messaging
hiding
you like
behind.
that, right?
They're hiding
Yeah.
behind ano kasi their
This
profile.
is
Yeah.
age of social media. It's really easy to just say something, especially like anonymity. And say, for example, in X or even in Instagram, people can make fake accounts
Yeah,
and then just spam whatever, and then because it doesn't have a consequence for them.
yeah.
totoo.
Okay,
It
speaking of consequences, I'm curious lang ako, has there been a time na, kunyari yung mga post nyo on social media affected your respective professions, like being an engineer and being an architect?
Fortunately,
Sinita ka na ba ng boss mo, gano'n?
No, fortunately for me, wala pa naman. Kasi I'm an architect by profession, and then my niche on social media is more on sports. So magkalayo talaga sila. But there have been other, let's say, brands that would ask me to post something related to architecture. That I have to read the fine print kasi I think by professional practice, we try to avoid promoting brands that get in line with my profession, parang ganun.
Why is that? Is that because so many brands?
It's
Conflict
more
of
of
interest,
like-
I think.
Yeah, conflict of
Conflict of
interest, and I think we just try not to be as biased towards one
Correct.
brand, parang ganun.
In my case, I just recently graduated, and my type of content is just lifestyle. So it's just daily vlogging, so on and so forth. And I've worked with a couple of brands already, and I would say that if you're eyeing to go to corporate and then you'd want to do content creation like professionally, it doesn't necessarily match because, so say for example, FMCG corporate in the Philippines, basically it's also a conflict interest in brand. So you can vlog, but you can't do partnerships because usually there are exclusive contracts that if you work in corporate, you can't work with other brands outside. There are also some jobs where you can't have a different job and etc. So there are relatively a lot of restrictions. So I would say that content creation is a profession technically if you pursue it in terms of a monetary degree. But then if you want to have the best of both worlds, like Karl said, you'd need to read the fine print just so that you're both on the safe side. So yeah.
Gusto ko lang isingit kagad, no? Kasi kanina, sabi ko, syempre, I was researching about the two of you. Sabi ko, bakit chumps? Chumps ba apelido ni Paco? But I keep trying to Google it. Paki-explain mo na please.
Okay. Kasi so, nagsimula kasi yan. Kasi, so, my IG handle was FP Chomps. FP is just my initials. And Chomps is my dog. He was my only dog at that time. And I wasn't a content creator at that time. So it was just my IG handle. Alam mo yung mga, pag IG handle kasi parang dati, parang kahit ano na lang, or usually kasama dog mo and etc. like that. Tapos, I started making content just randomly. Started gaining traction. Tapos, na-associate na yung, natawag na akong Chomps. So I was like, I'm already knees deep in. I couldn't go back.
Whoops! Teka lang. Di kailangang clutch ang pakikinig sa podcast na ito. It's the crucial moments that count. Kaya make this moment count with SportsPlus. Visit sportsplus.ph now. Dahil easy lang ang mag-sign up. Huwag rin kalimutang mag-like, follow at subscribe sa socials ng Clutch Talks.
The content that you were making then, was that about your
dog?
What was it about?
Like some videos, like I would say like a lot of my early videos would also have, because I have two dogs. One is, his name is Chompy. He's a golden retriever. He's around 4 years old.
Wow.
And one is a Siberian Husky. His name's Theo.
Big boys.
Yeah, big boys. I love my big boys. And then he's also 3 years old. And then they would be in my content. And so people associated me with Chomps. As in, they thought, na ako yung si Chomps. Tapos, when it was sort of getting out of hand, they were like, so ikaw ba talaga si Chomps? Bakit Chomps? And then I was like, okay guys, Paco. So for the record, Paco yung pangalan ko. Chomps yung aso ko.
Okay.
But if you want to call me Chomps, that's also fine because
Okay lang din.
I'm already like chest deep.
Yeah.
Not even
People already
deep
knows you
anymore.
as Chomps na. They're like, it's, they know that your name's not Chomps,
Exactly.
but then like that's your IG handle, so...
Sorry, akala ko kanina layo nung talong, nung talon, ano. Pero sakto na rin. Is that the kind of content that you enjoy making? And
Actually,
for the two of you, yeah.
Sorry. Pero like sobrang same kami ni Chomps. Same. Like I started social media as how it was meant. Social media. Like parang as to share. Sharing. Diba? Parang I used to post parang I take a picture of my lunch. Parang, this was my lunch today. As in, sobrang random lang talaga.
Kung nga malete.
Kung
excited for the trip. Mga 2013, gano'n.
Kasi like, parang me posting in the office na I'm working. Gano'n, sobrang random lang. And then, I guess I just wanted to share like my daily life, ganyan. Until it sort of evolved into this parang, I like also like kasi my growth in sports and all the different sports I do. And I also like sharing how, like, if I can do it, so can you. And especially, like, I think, if I haven't mentioned earlier, my platform really is, or my advocacy is inclusivity in sports. So that's for the LGBTQIA+ and the persons with disabilities to be able to play any sport that they want to play. And that's kind of what I'm going towards. Na parang I'm doing all these sports. So again, if I can do it, so can you. And it just grew from there. Diba?
Ako naman, it was something that was very honest. As in, it was similar to Karl. I was just, mahilig kasi talaga ako mag-vlog dati. Kasi parang nung bata ako, nanonood kasi ako ng mga YouTube vloggers. Yung mga, basta yung mga YouTube vloggers, parang sino ba mga yun? Si Casey Neistat.
Oh my gosh. Sobrang old school, OG.
Si Smosh. Basta yung mga dati talaga. As in, mahilig talaga ako manood ng YouTube dati. So dati talaga, sinasabi ko sa sarili ko, pangarap ko maging YouTuber. As in, yun talaga. Tapos, parang kasama ko mga dogs ko. So minsan kasi madaldal kasi ako kahit mag-isa lang. Parang mahilig ako mag-journal. Hindi ko Wait, for the record.
Actually,
hindi ko lang
podcast na to, siya lang talaga
sarili ko.
magsalita.
Pero parang medyo, parang may naiisip ako. So sometimes I'd get my phone to speed lang. Parang kakausapin ko siya na parang, parang vlog.
So that's your journal, your phone. parang
Yes,
ganon.
yes, actually. Kasi minsan tinatamad kasi ako magsulat. So then, parang mas madali sa akin.
Yeah, just talk.
Exactly, just
Right?
talk.
Put on the video,
Mas
press
madali
record.
siya talaga eh. Tapos ayun, I started posting. And then, minsan kasama mga aso ko. And then, it somewhat gained traction. And then yun. So, like I said, it was something that was honest. But it wasn't something that I'm Chomps. But it was more of like, ako pala si Chomps.
You became Chomp.
So tinanggap mo lang. Yeah,
Tinanggap ko
you
siya.
accepted it.
Oo. So ayun, ganun siya.
I mean, you guys obviously seem like you're enjoying what you're doing. What has been the biggest struggle so far? I guess, I don't know about Paco kasi parang it feels so light with you. Yung nag-stand out lang sa sinabi sa akin, Karl kanina, is the fact that parang you want inclusivity in sports.
Yeah,
Ano yung
yeah,
mga nakikita mong struggle with that?
Well, as athletes, we all know na parang when we were younger, being part of the LGBTQIA community hasn't always been the easiest thing, no? And then being very public about it was also a struggle in itself because people would still have their thoughts against homosexuals, especially with for me or for us in our community, we're still trying to get the equality bill to pass. We're still but thankful for allies also that are helping us. But again, people will still be like, ay, bakit may bakla dyan? Mga ganon. Or parang, especially growing up, I would receive I guess, not hate, I would say, na parang, ay, bakla ka, hindi mo kaya yan. Mga ganon.
Questioning your ability.
Yeah, even, not just me, but the community in general.
Okay.
Diba? There's always been a stigma na parang, or a stereotype na pag bakla ka, mahina ka. Diba? So, and that's something that is a struggle for a lot of us in the community. And that's one stereotype that I'm really trying to break through my platform.
And he's demolishing it, by the way. As in, for just to put it out there, sobrang lakas ni Karl. As in, kasi nakakasama ko siya minsan sa Spartan.
Yeah,
Yung isang Spartan. Parang nagsimula na kami. Siguro nasa, ilan ba yun? Ilang obstacles ba yun? 20?
20.
Siguro nasa pang 10 obstacle pa lang ako. Tapos na siya. As in, ganun.
Yeah, so it's nice to hear that. So thank you so much for that. Kasi
applaud talaga
yun
ako
talaga
sa kanya.
yung gusto kong ipakita talaga na parang kaya ko eh. So parang let's remove that parang kung bakla ka, mahina ka. Remove that stigma na and it's 2025. Come on, guys.
I was gonna say nga,
Diba?
in this day and age, why do you think people still have those kinds of thoughts when it has been proven time and time
Correct.
again
Diba?
na, I mean, it's sports. You train for it. And if you do
Exactly.
well enough, you can actually succeed and get that, I don't know, the
Correct.
gold or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
The thing I love about sports kasi is it's very honest. No, parang if you train hard, you'll reap the benefits.
That's right.
If you don't train as much, then well, whatever place you end up in, that's what you deserve. Diba? So yun, sorry, that's all I can think about right now.
Yeah. And although I would say that discrimination in general just exists because discrimination exists everywhere. And
Correct.
as in, you can't necessarily just change a lot of perspectives. It is 2025. And I'm really grateful nga that people are becoming more progressive. But then, like we mentioned earlier, in everything, sometimes people will just have something to say. Sometimes people just say negative things for negative things, right? And so that's why at the end of the day, we just need to choose our battles, choose what actually affects us, because we can't please everyone.
Yeah.
Sad
And
realities.
Do you feel, Karl, that people talking about you and you being like this has driven you to even become even stronger?
Yeah.
To prove to them that, hey, hindi ako,
parang,
ganito, malakas ako.
I call it rage fuel. Na parang, sige, sabihin mo sa akin na hindi ko kaya.
Right.
I'll prove you wrong.
Tell me what I can't do, I'll do it
Diba?
twice.
Parang, don't tell me what to do.
Right.
Pero yeah, exactly.
Pero just to remind everybody, ano nga yung mga ginagawa mong sport? Lahat
Lahat.
Oh.
Okay, so I started with
Right.
football, and I do ultimate frisbee. I do running, trail running, bouldering, functional fitness like high rocks, Spartan. I guess that's it. Wall climbing, golf.
Yeah.
Starting to swim and bike now also. So yun.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Grabe.
So
So there, you know what? There are not many team sports that you play. There's a
ultimate frisbee and
but-
football,
yeah,
basically.
frisbee and football.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
most of them is solo, which
Yeah.
proves a lot and says a lot that, hey, I can do this alone. I
That's
don't need
true.
no one.
That's
right?
true.
Parang, ako na to. You know what I mean? So,
Na-inspire ka dun, ah.
no, but that's how it is. Like, I realize I have a son that's 6 years old
Mhm.
and he has Asperger. So it's a little,
Oh.
it's a condition. And we noticed it while he was young. And I thought being an athlete, I could really teach him to do the same thing. But hindi pala puede. He's different. He's wired different.
Yeah.
They think different. And even to do like the simplest things is a little tough for him. It's like he's got 2 left feet. But he's a genius.
Right.
He outsmarts even his parents in some certain degree. He loves the galaxy and universe. That's what he's studying. So, you know, judging people nowadays, man, it is 2025, right?
Yeah.
You shouldn't be doing that, you know?
That's true.
Of course, we're entitled to our own opinion, but it doesn't mean you have to write it and,
Exactly.
Exactly.
and say this, this, and that. Look at yourself.
Correct.
Look in the mirror.
Correct.
Are you perfect?
Exactly.
Have you accomplished what I have accomplished? That's sometimes what I say.
Yeah.
Di mo ako kilala eh.
Exactly.
You don't know what I've done. You know, you
Exactly.
don't know what I've been through. Like I'm getting revved up now.
break.
Napawisan ako.
We love
So,
it. We love it.
Diba? Pero ganun. You know,
Yeah.
I feel how you feel, you know,
And-
you guys and
Yeah, and sobrang like you're right, like what you mentioned earlier na when people do like give us these hate, it's how you take it then eh.
Yes.
Na parang it could either make you or break you, right? And for the most part, it really helps to use it as fuel to get angry and like do better. But also, it's like sorry, just treading on the question earlier, parang it does fuel me, but also parang anger isn't always the best thing to fuel. So I'm lucky enough also that I have followers who would message me and say na parang, Karl, thank you for showing us na you've been doing this kasi na-inspire kami to do this also. And I feel like that pushed me even further
Mhm.
to keep doing what I do. Diba? Parang yung anger, rage fuel, that's for me to beat the haters. But mas masarap yung feeling of inspiring like a lot of people.
Okay,
Diba?
well, what does it mean to you guys to, because a lot of people can just pick up a camera, but it's, that's a whole nother topic as opposed to somebody who's actually touching people's lives. And you obviously have done that with the messages that you've gotten. And you, Paco, you know, again, just inspiring people to be authentic and genuine and open about trying new things. What does it mean to you guys to have this kind of platform?
I would say for me, because I would say that one of the things that's moved me the most is that at the start, I didn't actually know that I would impact other people's lives. That's one of the things that I didn't have it in my head that I wanted to do this because I wanted to move people. Like that was not in my roadmap. It wasn't even in my roadmap to be a content creator. It only sank in. It only hit me when people started messaging me also that, hey, you know, your videos actually save me. Your videos actually give me inspiration. Your videos, etc., like that. And that's when it hit me that this is also one of my whys. Because, so one of my life mottos, there's this statement in the Japanese language. It's called ikigai. It's being able to find your reason for being.
Can you say that again? What's
Ikigai. It means
Ikigai.
your reason for being.
the Ikigai?
Yeah, ikigai. Yeah. And basically it's a combination of multiple factors, but basically it really stems on why you're doing things and why you want to do it. No? And one of the things that I realized and the reason why I want to do content creation and one of the things that really inspire me is I want to be able to share the love I have for life to other people as well. Because realistically speaking, I would say that it's still a taboo topic now, that mental health is still definitely that a lot of people are going through. As in, it's not something, say for example, you come across someone who's happy or who's just happy-go-lucky. Or say for example, even any one of us in this room may seem happy, but then when we get home, we actually don't know what each and everyone is going through, right? And so that's one of the things that I personally advocate for, like mental health and that you can do things alone. Realistically speaking, not everyone has a lot of friends. Not everyone has a lot of time for other people. And sometimes it's still taboo up to now. Say, for example, going to a cafe alone, going to a restaurant alone, doing things alone. Not a lot of people can necessarily do it kasi sasabihin nila na nakakahiya. Parang baka akalain ng mga tao na wala silang mga friends and etc.
And it's not going to be as fun.
Exactly.
Sometimes we actually don't even think of that, right? Like,
Yeah.
na yan yung nararamdaman ng tao.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Like watching a movie by yourself. Have you done that before? I've done that.
I've
I've
done
done
that a lot
that
of
for the
times.
first time last year lang.
Which one?
Yeah, I did that. I did that last
Exactly.
year
What,
lang.
what did you do?
I had to be at the mall, wait for an appointment. So para sabi ko, okay, I'll just watch a movie.
Exactly.
Alone. Kasi inisip ko,
Diba?
So, okay naman.
okay naman pala.
Yeah.
Kasi sanay ako kumain mag-isa. Walang
exactly.
problema kumain mag-isa, do errands, have coffee alone. Pero yung movie, kasi growing up, I did that with my family.
Friends and family,
Oh,
diba?
friends
May
and
kasama
family.
usually.
Bihira pa kayong friends kasi syempre pag bata ka, baon-baon ka lang eh, di ba? Titipirin mo pa yun. So, tas last year lang, sabi ko, pwede pala.
Wow.
Oo.
Yeah.
No, it's an awesome feeling actually.
It
But
is.
you do feel a little lonely. Like you're just like,
Yeah.
Oh, exactly! Exactly!
wala akong kasama.
Natatakot ka na, bigla may tumawa sa tabi mo na wala kang But yeah, I would say that's like, it's one of the things that, it's something that's very relieving to experience. That when you experience things alone, you're like, it's not that bad after all. And then you start realizing that you can be happy even by yourself. Like you may feel alone, like may feel lonely, but you're never alone. That kind of mindset that at the end of the day, if you have no one else to count on, what matters to me personally that I believe in is that you have yourself to count on. Then I would say that
Is, you know what, that's for me, like lately in the last 10 years, I've realized like retiring from rugby, right?
Mhm.
And then I realized like, who matters most to me? Like, why do I live now?
Yeah.
Like, who I got to do this for? Do I have to do this for my fans or my supporters, or do I got to do this for myself, for my own health,
Exactly,
for
yeah.
my own
Yeah.
mental health or physical health? So in the end, I think it really is that mirror, that
Mhm.
you versus you.
Mhm.
If you can conquer your own self,
Yeah.
mate, you can conquer the world,
yeah,
because it's all up here, right? When it starts right here, if you want to feel happy, you're gonna feel happy.
Yeah.
But if you allow the noise
yeah,
to take over
yeah.
your earphones or whatever you're using, then that's the trap.
Yeah.
And that's where we fall into, to destruction.
Yeah, and
if it might be.
And it's sorry, just
Yeah.
add to that. It's always hard, like when you spiral down and then like
Mhm.
you get trapped in that dark area by yourself. No, you can always have friends around you to help you out, but it's only parang ikaw lang makaka-save sa sarili mo eh. You can friends will be there to help pull you out, but you have to be able to reach out and stand up by yourself.
Yeah, that's why it's so important to
Yeah.
break the stigma. It's
Correct.
okay to ask for help.
Yes.
Diba? It's okay. Para kung yung movie, but it's okay not to be okay and
Tama.
actually
Yeah.
ask for help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the more important thing is to know when you need help. Yung acceptance na yun na teka lang, something is happening to me and I need to talk to a friend. But also at the same time, I think it's also very important to remind everybody, check in with your friends.
Yeah, tama
Diba?
yan.
Kahit na feeling mo, oh, she's doing well, oh, he's doing this and that, he's doing good. Just, kamusta?
Yeah,
Just send a
kamusta
text.
lang.
Kamusta ka? Diba? How are you doing? If they say they're okay, then perfect.
But sometimes you have to go deeper. Like, yung kumusta ka? And then they're like, yeah, I'm okay. But then you can say, no, really, no.
No,
And then you just say, like,
exactly.
you can open up to me if
Yeah.
may pinagdaanan ka or just anything. I'm here to help or whatever.
No, but I think
and it only takes 10.
before you actually say them, hindi nga, totoo, yung pag may
Yeah,
dinadaan. You have to see some
Yeah.
signs na at that point, diba? Pero just the simple
Reminder.
check-in
Yeah.
na, kamusta ka? Kasi you never know, baka nga someday, someone will actually just open up right
Yeah.
away.
Correct.
Hindi mo na kailangan puwersahin.
Correct.
But,
Have you guys had the experience when biglang, like, you ask, like, how are you? And then
Talaga?
biglang
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm fine. And then you're like, no, totoo. That's
Yeah.
It's like, you
Parang
know,
like what Denise said, may signs na, or like parang alam mong may pinagdaanan sila. So they look fine, pero alam mo yung parang, parang tumahimik siya on social media, or parang hindi na siya as madaldal, diba? So parang, are you sure you're okay? Parang, do you want to have dinner? Parang ganon. And then that's when they'll open up. Parang, you provide a safe space
Yeah.
for them kasi parang ganon.
Actually, a funny thing, it happened to me. Like the person, my sister, because I'm pretty close with my sister. There was this one time, we were going out, and then she was like, "Hey, Kuya Paco, how are you? Kuya Paco, kumusta ka?" I was like, I'm okay. And then, I don't know, because we have a pretty deep connection. As in, sometimes, naririnig ko na nga lang thoughts ng sister ko eh. Alam ko na sasabihin niya, ganun. As in, alam ko na sasabihin ko na sa don't even say, ganun. So anyways, during that time, she was like, really? Are you okay? And then I started crying.
Oh.
And I was like, dude, I don't know. And then we started talking about it. And yeah, and that's why it's something na sometimes you don't know you're sad eh. Like you know you're feeling sad, but you don't know.
Mhm.
And then suddenly when someone starts opening it up, that's when you realize, shucks, there's so many things to unfold. That's why it's really helpful talaga to just be there for someone. You don't have to say anything. Honestly, during those times, you don't need to say anything. Just being there would change everything.
Yeah.
You know what? It's interesting what we've been talking about. Like this is not the route that we're supposed to talk about, but I think it's important to really address this online.
Yeah.
And a lot of people in the world today, like just like being a netizen, like all of us, we are going through, you know, some of these tough times and we don't realize it, just like as you guys were talking about. But what for you guys as content creators, what are some of the other struggles that you guys go through as content creators? Is it and are you guys married or single?
No.
So both as single content creators, you know what I mean? How do you guys?
I guess a struggle now also is sometimes creative burnout. You know, honestly, parang apart from content creation, we also live our own lives and everything. And then because content creation, there are times that we know we have to post something or parang I'm not in the mood to post now, ganyan. And then you know na, wait, sayang yung traction, sayang yung momentum ko. But I'm not in the mood eh. So it's like relating back to sports, no? Parang when you're training, you really have to push yourself and you really have to like get up. Like the hardest part is getting out of bed and just starting it. No? So that's a struggle that I think I'm kind of going through right now. Like what do I want to pursue? Like which kind of content naman gagawin ko ngayon? Ano yung popost ko ngayon? Ganun.
Ako, I would say for me, isa sa mga pinakamahirap is when things get overwhelming, when things like a lot of things are happening. Because personally, I handle everything on my own. And so from talking to clients to idea creation to video taking to editing, so on and so forth. Like everything in between, I handle everything. And so sometimes it gets overwhelming that it's like so many people I'm messaging. I'm like, things. It's very tiring and it's not an easy thing to do. And yeah, it's overwhelming.
So how do you guys take a step back? Yung cambio, kumbaga. Kasi ito na yung, you know, there's that hill.
Yeah.
What do you do to push through it?
Ako,
You first.
ako what I do is sa bahay kasi sa kwarto ko may whiteboard ako. So ginagawa ko pag na-overwhelm na talaga ako, kumuha ako ng marker. Tapos sinusulat ko talaga lahat ng kailangan ko gawin para i-checklist. Tapos sasabihin ko, okay, confiscate ko muna yung phone ko. Gagawin ko tong lahat. And then I get my laptop and then I finish everything. And then I get everything done. Because parang nakaka-overwhelm siya in a sense na ang daming kailangan gawin. But then kaya siyang gawin within, per task can be done within 30 minutes. So on and so forth. That's why I just have to get it done. Sit down, get it done. And yeah, that's what I do.
I always try to remember yung 3 things that you should do as a content creator is, or the 3 posts is 1 for your audience, 1 for yourself, and then 1 experimental post. Ganyan. So sometimes I just remind myself na, okay, I'll just post this for me now. Parang it's a nice memory to have on my feed. And then like another one's gonna be for the audience na, oh, I know that they like it when I post my training or like when I post a new sport or my experience with a new sport. Ganyan. So it's always just trying to do something new. But also, I just take videos. Pero I think also a struggle is the editing talaga.
Yeah.
So, ang dami mong content, dami mong na-take. Pero I'm like, edit ko pa tong lahat.
Nakakapagod.
When will I edit this? Nakakapagod to.
Do you guys fall in that trap, like while you're editing or while you're content creating, of like scrolling?
Dude, okay. So as content creators, diba? Parang the thing is, I'm sure you also experienced this na, oh wait, I have to check what's trending. So parang you're just watching everything. So parang, doom scrolling na.
Right.
Diretso na yun. Tapos you get lost
Next thing you know, the time.
Yeah. So parang, my God.
Oo nga.
Parang, oh no, what time is it na? Hala, 1 hour na.
Okay.
Kasi going pa rin.
Balik pa din. Okay.
Do you feel like it's part of your job to like even scroll? Like that there's a line there. Like
There is.
I'm a content, like you say, I'm a content creator. I should be researching content or I should be creating content, but I need ideas. So
Yeah, inspiration. Draw inspiration from others.
Yeah.
Diba? Parang ganun. It's part of the job, but you also have to know
Balance.
when to stop. Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
know when to stop.
Researching versus doom scrolling.
Yeah, totoo.
What is the end game here? I mean, Karl, Paco, you're enjoying what you're doing now with sports, your jobs, doing lifestyle, making your journals. Sana ma-archive mo yan, yung mga videos mo para when you're older. But yeah, where do you see yourself in the long run?
For me, ano kasi, yung goal ko talaga, I wouldn't really say that, parang basically yung goal ko is to be able to make a community. As in to be able to have people that have the same kind of vision, same kind of purpose, to be able to help others. Because, like for me, within the next 5 years, I'd want to work with multiple NGOs. I'd really want to be able to help kids, dog shelters, and all that stuff. And I'd want to surround myself with people who have that same vision, and at the same time be able to inspire others with that same vision. So for me, it's really, like I said earlier, I realized that my ikigai or my reason for being was to be able to share the love that I have with everyone else. And for me, if I'm able to fulfill that, if I'm able to share that with others, I think I would be happy.
Actually, parang more or less the same din. Kasi I think as content creators then and as kayo as celebrities then, parang we all have the platform to speak up, and we're privileged enough for people to look up to us and to follow us. So I think with a platform then we have to use this platform to inspire others and to push for what needs to be done and what is needed in the country, parang ganun. Kasi syempre medyo patriarchal ako ngayon, ganun. But I think my end game would also be like just to inspire more people to take up sports, because sports, there's so much benefits in sports, no?
Oh, mate.
Physically, mentally,
Yeah.
sobrang daming benefits. And apart from that, if I can get at least a lot of people from the LGBTQIA community to not be afraid of, these masculine people in sports that can be sometimes toxic, but then they can also be, educated, and they can also be taught na parang, hey, not all gay guys are weak or are after, predatory like that, And
I guarantee you, anyone, maybe 80% or 90% of the people online can't do what you do. You know what I mean?
Maybe
That's
99.
what I'm saying.
He's crazy.
So
yeah.
like rock climbing, people think that, oh yeah, madali lang yan. Second pull up pa lang,
yeah. Pero,
sakit na, no?
diba? So but I really want to inspire others to, just get out there, and then, be your authentic self, because being yourself authentically will also inspire others to be themselves.
Yeah.
And hopefully because of this, parang mapapromote world peace. Sure. World peace.
Yeah, and not just that, I guess, but to stop the negativity, but
Correct.
also if you're more authentic, you're not being pretentious, you're not putting on this mask, you'll be happier at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Diba?
We will be. You will be.
Exactly.
But them, they don't have to be. They can watch, they see, they can be inspired. If they don't like it, get out.
They can scroll.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Scroll up.
Yeah.
That's basically how it should be. Let's not get, into the nitty gritty stuff of these other people, these netizens, that keyboard warriors, so forth. Go back to the block list. I-scroll natin yan.
Dagdag pa natin yan.
Mamaya nga sisilipin ko kung gaano sila karami. But again, thank you so much,
thank you
guys,
also.
for being here and opening up. And we loved hearing your stories. Is there anything that you want to promote your socials or any events upcoming up?
You guys can follow me on all social media platforms. I'm at Karl Bau, at KarlBauuu. And upcoming events, guys, ang daming mga fun run. KU running is becoming a big thing. So I'll see you guys in these events. And then don't be afraid to say hi.
Yeah, for me, you can follow me on my socials, Instagram, FE and TikTok, Chomps. And if you guys have time, I recently visited the shelter in Bulacan. It's called Passion Project. definitely an experience. You can check out their Instagram. It's Passion Project. And they would really love your volunteer and your time. And yeah, it's definitely an experience to have. Thank you so much for
Thank you,
Thank you, guys. Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
Thank
it.
you. Okay, that wraps up today's episode of Clutch Talks. I'm Denise Tan.
And I'm Eric Eruption Ty. And we'll
you
see you
so
on the next one. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bago sumabak sa mas matinding usapan, easy lang. Nasa Clutch Talks pa rin tayo with Eruption and Denise Tan. Powered by SportsPlus, the official gaming partner of the Philippine Olympic Committee. Kaya for more content like this, visit sportsplus.ph.
Okay, in today's episode of Clutch Talks, we posted a question on how influencers can have that balance of staying authentic, true to themselves, but also catering to their audiences. Pero hindi lang nila nasagot yon.
Yes. Well, not in medyo nawala tayo ng konti.
Hindi nila nasagot
But-
yon. Nadagdagan pa nila.
Yes, yes.
They also answered the question of how to find that balance. They found the balance of doing their own thing, but also taking care of themselves mentally.
Mhm. And that's part of the job.
Yeah.
Is both even as an athlete, you know, we may think na talagang puro physical to. No.
Mhm.
To be able to get there, to be able to start, to be able to show up, it all starts mentally. So if you're not okay upstairs, you're not going to be great downstairs as well. So you got to make sure that, as you said, my balance yan eh.
Mhm.
So you got to learn how to go through these parts in being a content creator or being an athlete where you're going to struggle. You're going to hit rock bottom at times. Pero yung sinasabi nila is to basically build a bridge and walk over it in the point where you don't get affected too hard on social media when
Mhm.
there's people that is going to bash you, people is going to hate you. Simple lang yan. Block list lang yan.
Oo.
Diba?
si Karl nga, diba, sabi niya na parang, sige pa, tell me kung ano yung hindi ko kayang
Yeah.
gawin. And then he's just gonna prove them wrong because he runs, he climbs, he swims, ano pa ba? Ang dami niyang ginagawa.
Yeah. Yeah. He's an athlete.
Oo.
Definitely. And he's all over the place at the same time as an athlete. But he uses that fuel
Mhm.
as fire and his own. He said it's okay to get angry sometimes, pero kung mahaharness mo yan in the right way, you'll be able to drive and push more content. And it drives you to show others that, okay, you don't need to prove it just only to them, but you have to prove it to yourself as well. And that's what we discussed with Paco,
Yeah.
with Chomp.
Si Chomp.
Chomps, yeah.
Maganda also because I talked about the balance, no? Si Karl, one way of attacking the haters kasi is, you know, he put up this wall na parang, sige, diyan ka lang. Like, whatever you're saying, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna show you. And then si Paco naman also shared how important it is to accept it and ask for help. Diba? Kinamusta siya nung kapatid niya and then
Umiyak
nag-open
siya.
siya.
Yeah,
o
nag-open
nag-open
siya.
up siya. So, it's okay to deal with it differently. You could, yung sabi, rage fuel, sabi ni Karl, di ba? Patunayan mo mali sila, but it's also just okay na, okay, parang if I feel bad, I feel bad.
That's
I
right.
don't have to fight it. I just have to feel it and then move on and do better things afterwards.
And it's good. They mentioned like sometimes you can be alone, but sometimes
Yes.
it's great to have friends there to support you.
Mhm.
But when what Carl said was they can help you and assist you, get you up, but you're the one who's got to get yourself out of that hole or
Mhm.
out of that pit hole yourself. So it's really up here. And once you conquer yourself, then you're ready to conquer the world or
Mhm.
whatever course of action that you want to do, whatever achievement or goal that you have set. Kaya mo yan. But sometimes don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah.
You know?
Kumbaga, yung clutch moment mo, hindi kailangan mag-isa ka. Diba?
Yes. Team sport din
Team
though.
sport.
You know?
Pasok natin
Alright.
yun. No, but it's true. It's true though, diba?
A very interesting topic today.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting. And I would say it's more mentally
Yeah.
than physically. So if you're going through something yourself, hey, don't hesitate or don't be afraid to ask someone for help, whether it be a close friend or if any of your friends, not even kahit hindi siya close, pero nagtanong siya na how you doing, how you feeling.
Huwag kayong mahiya.
Yeah.
This is for you. This is for the people you love. Your family, your friends will all benefit from this one decision that you'll make.
And maybe you're the content creator that someone is waiting for. So, tuloy mo lang yan.
Clutch sa court, clutch sa life, at clutch sa kwento. Lahat niyan meron dito sa Clutch Talks. Kaya mag-subscribe na rin sa ating channel para hindi mahuli sa usapan. For more content like this, huwag rin kalimutang sumali sa ating official Facebook group. The views and opinions expressed by the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect those of the platform. This podcast may contain mature themes and discussions. For full content and updates, visit sportsplus.ph. Gambling can be addictive. Know when to stop. For 21 years old and above only.